Hey, it's a Scotch Test Dummy. Hey, it's a Scotch Test Dummies. We got us an Irish whiskey, Knappogue 14.
Irish, are you saying it right?
Let's test it.
Test it! All right, Scott, here we go. We're bringing in the
Can we
Knappogue.
snatch that now?
You know what? They look good. Look at that. I'm going to let mine sit there a little while longer. Look how they stand
Those are
up.
coins.
Tell me that isn't going to get some attention.
I think it could. Look at mine. It's rolling.
It's rolling. It says, send me to the
Rolling,
whiskey.
rolling.
Whiskey. It's a whiskey fan.
Keep rolling, rolling, rolling.
What do you know, sir, about Knappogue, and are we saying it right? You want a weak pour or
I
strong
guess
pour?
that's the way I've always assumed, and I think I've heard it pronounced that way. It's with a K, Knappogue. The K is silent.
Now, us as dummies, though, couldn't we call it a Knappogue?
Pogue? Pogue? Could be a Knappogue.
The distillery's right now going, what are you doing?
Those guys are
Them
dumb.
dummies. Them stupid
Abort,
dummies.
abort, closing out. Click, click.
We don't want to watch these dummies.
All right. That was a light pour. What happened to you all of a
I
sudden?
poured pours. I'm getting skilled.
Knappogue Castle 14, not heavily advertised on here. It says twin wood. Is about the only thing as far as like a double casking.
Right,
is what
they
we're
showed
used to
2
seeing.
barrels, so I wasn't sure what was going on. It was a triple distilled. Oh, you wanted more.
Just a touch more.
A lot of Irish whiskey is triple distilled, and they proclaim it. Sometimes they don't.
It does say non-chill filtered.
Okay, I shouldn't have hit you on the spot. So,
Well, yeah, and usually most Irish whiskey, I don't know if that's part of the regulation for them to be triple distilled. Or
no,
not.
it is not. It's not part of the regulation.
But so anyway, twin wood. This is majority of its 14 years is spent in ex-bourbon casks, and then it's moved to Oloroso sherry casks.
Wow,
46% also.
I love that.
We like that. It does say non-chill filtered on there,
It's got a very light nose for 46%.
and I'm not sure if it says anything about color, but probably it does not look like any color. It's not real dark. And for a 14-year, I would assume there is no color in this. That's me. And I said assume.
I did.
I said assume.
I heard that. Yeah, I did hear you is what I meant to say. That means technically if you assume that you're an ass out of you and me.
Makes an ass out of
Yeah,
you.
it makes an ass out of you and me. You should never assume. Although we do because we focus on the juice that's in the bottle.
Yeah. I do get a nice floral citrusy. We've done a few of these here lately. Just a nice.
You know what I get? I couldn't quite figure it out. And it's part of the citrus. I get a clean, crisp grapefruit. And then what threw me was almost like a little bit of tang. But it's not the tang when you mix it into your water.
Oh.
It's the tang when you unscrew the top and that powder is kind of floating around in there.
Isn't that the tang that you mix in your water?
It is, but I don't mean after the tang's been mixed in the water.
You're just talking about the powder.
Yeah, when you open up the jar of Tang back in the day, because I don't even think they sell Tang anymore. But you open, do they?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
You got kids.
Never seen Tang.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have Tang. But when you open up the jar of the Tang, and you're getting ready to put your spoon in and scoop it, and a little bit of the wafting, almost fog of Tang comes up out
It's
of there.
a real
and hits
fine
you.
powder.
Yes.
That's an orange
Right.
or a citrusy, tangy, acidic.
Yes, and that's what I'm getting is both the grapefruit and the Tang dried powder.
Vanilla.
Huh.
And oak.
I get like a vanilla bean. And definitely some wood underneath. Oh, really? Oh, wow. It's been a while since I've tried this.
Wow. That's really warm. The 46% shows. But right when I put it in my mouth, I could feel that citrus and the vanilla moving its way from the front to the back.
Yes. It's like it's traveling.
Uh-huh.
It's like going and just slowly enveloping.
You can feel it.
Isn't that something? And then I get a strong tangerine.
Tangerine, and here comes my Irish sherry influenced rose hips and hibiscus.
Wow. Wow.
That real rosy petal kind of floral sherry notes
Wow.
that I only get with Irish. I don't know if it's the triple distillation, and this is a single malt as well. Been triple distilled, and then with these Irish sherry influenced whiskeys, I get those rose hips and hibiscus type rose petal floral notes.
I get a creamy finish.
Just a hint of it.
Huh. The tangerine is a cross between tangerine and a sweet juicy fruit. Almost like the juicy fruit gum, but the smell. The smell or the very first flavor, but it's a tangerine, a juicy fruit. What's the most intriguing about this is that first travel, that when it first hits your palate and it's literally like, it feels like it's moving on its own. Huh.
Yeah, you can feel it. It's packed its suitcase, and it's traveling from the front to the back of your mouth, consuming your taste buds as it moves. Now,
We're all the way back to here. That is something amazing.
water, to me, makes it buttery. Buttery, creamy. All the same notes are there. I still get that vanilla, that citrusy, rose hips, Irish sherry influence. It's more creamy, and I've got buttery.
The
note
nose
with the water.
changed a bit. The nose smells sweeter, richer, maltier, almost even a touch of corn with butter. Huh.
I see. I still got the
different.
same. That didn't change the nose up for me at all. Still the same.
Got a lot. A lot different for me with the drop of water. All right, with the drop of water, it didn't march through the mouth as quickly, so I would drink this neat because that's one of the most intriguing things I've had with a whiskey, is the way it felt like it was almost like you said, enveloping my mouth. Didn't quite do that with the drop of water. The citrus is almost in the background now that I've added the water. This is a dram I would sip neat. Huh.
I'm giving it an 88. Really good, really smooth. At 46% is good. The rose petals
Just got the
influence
tangerine.
kind of turns me off.
Really?
I don't dig it as much as I do a standard Oloroso sherry influence.
Okay.
I don't know why the Irish whiskeys pick that up.
The tangerine's amazing here.
There's an exotic fruit for sure.
Definitely. I'm giving it an 87. It's clean, it's crisp, it's fruity. With a little asterisk. If you haven't tried this, sip it neat. And we both got it. I was amazed when you got it as well. It literally, almost like a science fiction movie, the way it felt like it travels from the front of my mouth and literally slowly moves along the cheek and the gum and the tongue all the way to the back of my throat. And I can feel it just like on its own, almost like...
It's like the movies when you see like a liquid metal. And
Yes.
how it moves and just
Yes.
envelops everything.
Terminator
as it goes.
2.
Yeah.
What was he called? The 2000?
He was
Terminator?
he was the T-1000.
The T-1000.
Yeah. Arnold is the 101, the T-101.
Right.
Yeah.
The T-1000, it feels like that liquid metal is just moving.
The
It doesn't
T-1000
taste
was
like
a liquid metal alloy.
Right.
Yeah.
So fruity, tangerine, clean, crisp, with a very, very unique mouth movement. I get a little maltiness there at the end. Still not bad with the water added to it, but drink it neat, even at that higher ABV. You know what? The marketing's rather understated and quiet with this one. Non-chill filtered.
Not elegant, but more traditional labeling.
I would agree.
And the Knappogue, even the 12-year is pretty highly regarded. A lot of people like the Knappogue 12. The Knappogue 12 is the $35 range, and I believe this is $45 to $50.
Wow. So is it worth it? Yes. Yes, it's worth it. Wow. Because this is something, now again, this isn't quite in my wheelhouse. Usually with my Irish, I like that caramel, that cream. It's got the clean crispness. But the fruitiness here is just top notch.
Yeah, it's well done. Well done. I like it.
I never even used my little topper.
What is it? 108?
108. 108's the topper. Anything else you want to throw in? The rye shootout's getting closer.
Hopefully.
Maybe. We've got slight plans for a rye shootout. We're going to scotch it, you Scotch gods.
Cilantro. Dummies.